The Alps. Mountains have always drawn travellers, dreamers, and those searching for freedom. Here, the air smells of adventure, and the horizon is never a limit, only an invitation. We begin a journey through the most beautiful mountain range in Europe. We're riding through the Alps on motorcycles, not just for the ride, but for what happens along the way. For those moments when the silence between turns says more than any words ever could. For those times when every kilometre washes off the dust of daily life, and all that's left is the here and now. The first pass, Passo Rombo, the border between Austria and Italy. A raw, majestic landscape. Tyrol on one side, South Tyrol on the other. This isn't just a pass, it's a bridge between two worlds, culturally and geographically. From a bird's eye view, the asphalt ribbon seems fragile against the mighty slopes. The road climbs high, winding like a silver ribbon along a mountain stream. Every turn promises adventure. Higher up, snow still lingers. At the summit, a small motor museum. Nearby, a restaurant perched above the clouds. Descending, we head towards Passo Giovo. Lesser known, yet full of charm. A narrow technical road threading through green slopes and alpine valleys. It's not the height that defines the thrill here, but the rhythm of the road. Fluid, demanding, sometimes unpredictable. On a map, it looks modest, but that's what makes it special. This is a road you experience, not just travel. And now something legendary, Passo dello Stelvio. For motorcyclists, it's the Mount Everest of roads. 48 hairpins from the trafoi side, each one numbered. A monumental climb, almost theatrical. The asphalt ascends like a ribbon, dancing absurdly with logic and gravity. This isn't a place for speed. Here, you ride mindfully. Each turn a decision, technique, rhythm, breath, and wonder you never forget. This was supposed to be the one, but life, as always, rewrote the script. The iconic side of Stelvio was closed halfway up. There was no choice but to reach it another way, from the Swiss side, via Umbrail Pass. When we finally reached the Stelvio summit from the other side, we know it wasn't the road, but the effort, persistence and curiosity that brought us here. Maybe that's what journeys are really about. We head north toward Klausen Pass, a pass that doesn't shout its name. Not as famous as Stelvio, but that's its strength. A well-kept secret of the Swiss Alps. The road cuts through a green valley, climbing between pastures and limestone walls. Here, asphalt and nature live in harmony, and silence is louder than any engine roar. It's a trip back in time. Traditional Swiss houses, cowbells, green meadows. The pace slows, but the emotion doesn't. Each curve of this road teaches humility before nature. Beneath us, under the San Gotthard Massif, runs the world's longest railway tunnel, 57 kilometers, darkness, precision and engineering courage. We ride the ridges of the Alps. They glide beneath them, through their heart. Two worlds, two paths. Only one gives that feeling of freedom between the bends. After Klausen Pass, we ride towards Zermatt, our third attempt to hike the trail beneath the Matterhorn. And for the third time, rain erases our plans. Fog, cold and relentless downpour. But we won't give up. The Matterhorn will wait. Maybe that's why it captures the imagination so powerfully. Passo del Grond Son Bernard, nearly forgotten by tourists. Raw, pure, intimate. There's something here that feels like a secret mountain share only with us who don't make noise. It was raining, the asphalt slippery, the mountains quiet, as if deep in thought. These are the moments when you feel very small, but deeply present. Final stage, the Dolomites. Mountains that don't try to be beautiful, they simply are. Jagged peaks rise from the earth like something from another world. Every turn seems to know its place in this story. The world slowed down, or maybe we just didn't want to rush anymore. After thousands of kilometers, a moment of stillness. We leave the bikes behind and take the cable car. Seceda, green meadows, jagged ridges rising like torn pages from the landscape. No asphalt, no engine, just wind, space, and a view that takes your breath away. Here, everything slows down, even time. The Alps teach us that the road matters, that you don't need a destination for the journey to be meaningful, and that a motorcycle isn't just a machine. It's a way of seeing the world. See you on the next expedition.